Good morning. We got our ripper out here this morning. We got the tractor all fueled up, and we had to do another parts regen. We're still having issues with that. I said I would talk about it yesterday, and I didn't. I'm going to tell you again. We'll talk about it again later. But we got some maintenance to do. This thing it's been hard on it this fall with the dry ground. So let me show you. We have a broken shin right here. So we're going to replace that. There's another one down there on the other side. I happen to have two of them, so we're going to replace them. Our points. This one's maybe got a touch of life left in it. That one does not. That one does not. There's a bunch of them. All of them are wore out except for maybe like two or three. I think we're just going to put a whole new set of points on. So let's get to it. These have a roll pin we have to knock out. Yeah, we got some life out of that one, didn't we? Probably should have flipped it a little before we did because they're reversible, so we should have this side wore down, but that one, it broke through. Nothing we can do about that. Well, yeah, we'll just put the new one on. Like that, so it protects the main shank from wearing through like that does. This is cheaper than that and easier to change. Here's our set of new points and bolts. We'll get the right wrench and we'll take all of them off. We're just gonna put the whole new set on. The couple that aren't totally wore out, like this one here, I'll throw on the pallet with the other used ones that we have from, I don't know what from, but from something, and then we'll have spares if we need them. Well, there's all our used ones. These are all junk. They're toast, they're gone, their wings are broken or folded up, they're done. These three might have 100 acres left in them. That's original. That versus that, you can see how thin this leading edge is up here, thick, versus this. It's just worn, gone. Compared to that, where they've just flat, gone. So, anyway, we'll get our new ones put on. All right, there's our full set of new ripper points. They look really large compared to what was on there. For anybody wondering, ripper points are a couple $100s a piece. So we got about $2,000 worth of new parts on the ripper here this morning, and it's good as new, kinda. Next year, we're probably gonna need to look at doing these closing discs. They're getting a significant amount of wear on them. These rolling baskets have kind of been in bad shape for a while, but they're doing their job, so I don't know if those will get replaced or not. And then some of our front discs, I'm not sure if they're getting a bunch of wear on them or not. The back row doesn't look too bad. The front row is kind of getting a little small, I think. I don't know. We'll look into it. But rear closing discs, probably going to have to get replaced. All right, we're going to put all these back in the box, or in the box. And I don't know if we're going to go do any ripping right now or not. We're going to go see if our lime pile got delivered or yet. I went to go check. Our lime is not there yet. Haven't piled it, so we're waiting on that. We're probably going to go do some ripping here. Phil was getting our tender trailer hooked up because Dad's doing some spraying. He is spraying our wheat with herbicide, which I know doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's what we're doing. Anyway, we got to get the tender trailer hooked up because we've got 220 acres of wheat that's 10 miles from here, and we're not driving the sprayer back and forth for 3 loads. So he'll take one down on the sprayer, and we'll put the rest on the tender and take it down there. So he's getting ready to get it loaded up. Let's go wear some paint off some ripper points. That's what I was trying to say. We're gonna go do that field that we spread the lime on yesterday that had the hunter back there. Let's see if the hunter's back there today. He won't be happy with me again, but it's all right. No hunters this morning. All right, I think there's only like 24 acres in this field. There was 11 in the front. That didn't need any lime, so Dad had ripped that a while ago. There's like 36 total here, so maybe there's 25, whatever. Anyway, we're gonna try and get this one done quick, then we'll go see if our lime pile is there and try and finish spreading lime. Hard to say whether it's the ground or the new points, but they know they're there. The tractor knows they're there. Doing a good job though. We might shallow it up an inch or two because we got fresh new points on it. Don't need to pull it quite so deep. And so we can pull it comfortably. 4.2 is not comfortable. Running the ripper is kind of boring. This is not the most exciting job on the farm. You just kind of sit here and it's slow and it's jerky sometimes. And you don't cover things very fast. Oh, our rolling basket's dragging up. So then we pull out this lever, shove it down a couple of times, rock the ball out. There it goes. All good. All good. It's all running again. That's about it. Don't cover ground very fast. I don't get to see much. I was hoping to be done with this field before lunch, but it's 11:30 and that's not going to happen. It says we're doing like 10 to 12 acres an hour. We got 8.5 done though. I'm not sure what time we got here. So we still got 17, 18 acres to go. It's going to take me a couple of hours. Launch at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, darn it. Well, we're just about done here. Finishing up the last little bit of the wedge and we got some end rows to do. I just wanted to get out and say, look at all the lime on the ground. That's from what we spread yesterday. It's thick right there. You can definitely tell and see it. And I noticed that when I was in the areas with the lime spread, the dust was, you know, the tires driving on it, just kind of stirring up the dust. And now we have this this coating of lime all over the tractor. But that's okay. We're doing the job that we want. It's getting it worked into the soil, mixing it in throughout the profile so that it will be effective as far as, you know, raising the pH. That's the goal. So, anyway, we finish it up here pretty quick. We also had the chicken litter on this field. I covered it all up with the lime, but it should be here. Right there, some. I don't really want to play with it. And it didn't take me that long. It's a little after 12:30. We'll finish this up at 1 o'clock, not 2 o'clock. Just taking a look at everything around here, making sure it all looks okay. It does. It's doing what it's supposed to. Our disc blades aren't very far in the ground, but I don't really need them to be, so the ripper points are buried pretty good, though. I never did grab a tape measure like I said I was going to. Well, hello there, Mr. Coyote. He's kind of just hanging out real close here. That's unusual. He looks hurt. I think he's got a bum leg. Probably the hunter yesterday took a shot at him and missed. The deer hunters don't seem to like the coyotes. I don't have a problem with them. Especially if they would eat some coon. And deer for that matter. Alright, we got that one done. Let's head back to the farm. And then we'll see if our lime pile is there. Grab something to eat quick. And yeah, I know, I'm not a real farmer because I don't pack my lunch every day. I just don't. I'm always really close to home. I could. I never know if I'm going to be in a tractor or not. It's just, I don't know. I just never have, so I don't. Well, I came down to see if our lime pile was here yet. It's not. Maybe it's not coming today. I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, Dad brought the dump trailer back from Berkey that he took down there yesterday, and we have a spot down here by the river where the water, when it floods, it kind of blows out the riverbank, and it deposits a lot of really nice, silty, loamy dirt that is then in a bad spot and in the way. And when Dad was reshaping some of the filter strips down here this summer, he piled some of that up for me. So we are going to use our dump trailer and haul it to my lawn. So it's part of the reason. I mean, obviously I had the line, but we wanted to have the tractor here to do that. But I can figure while it's here, I might as well load up my dirt. So it's just right down the road. I just parked the dump trailer and walked over here to get the tractor. It's not a real big pile here. A couple trailer loads probably. I don't need all that much, so whatever. It'll be good dirt. Better than the crappy clay knob that my house was built on for growing grass. Got some roots and stuff in it, but it is really nice dirt. Sandy loam. Oh yeah, that'll be good. So here's what we're trying to do. I had filled in along the edge of the driveway that we put in here, you know, a few weeks ago back in September, and then it got to be super busy with harvest and we never got anything else done. But I still have a depression right where the back of the trailer is there, and it kind of goes uphill to the driveway. I don't want that, so I want to fill that in kind of all the way across there. We're going to add this good dirt in on top of this other stuff that we've got, and then I need just a little bit more in here, and I'm going to try and grade off along the road a little bit, both, and we may do a lot along the road up there. I don't know, we'll see. I'm at the top of the hill here. Like, the water breaks both ways. There's a catch basin down over there, and then the water breaks off that way hard, and then likewise the right kind of just this side of my mailbox is the tie spot where it goes that way then, and actually it runs along my waterway along the field over there. So I really don't need a road ditch as long as we don't build it up so the water runs off of, or, you know, back to the road. We want it to run off of the road, but if I can fill that in so we can mow it a lot easier, that would be awesome. And now's the first time I've had a chance to do anything since harvest started. We didn't get many rain breaks during harvest this year. Loading up again. That's the third load. I was just thinking when Dad and I were talking about this, or when he was piling this up here, he's suggested I use it for my house and lawn and stuff. He's like, just put it back where it came from, essentially. I mean, our farm and the house is about 2 miles east here, and it is kind of the high ground on the top of the watershed. Just across the road is where it breaks and goes east versus west in different directions, different watersheds. And I'm on the top of a yellow clay knob that's been eroded over hundreds of or thousands of years, and all that dirt is right here down by the river in the low ground. So we're just taking it back where it came from. Let's go look at the river. This is actually a spot where we used to irrigate out of. We pulled water out of the river here. We haven't irrigated this farm in a number of years because it was just better to do the other one. But that's what this little trench is here, is where we used to stick our pipe in there. Got a log jam, got a tree down in the river. There's a bunch of stuff down there too, it looks like, blocking it off. Yeah, not like the county's going to do any maintenance though. So, this is what it is. I'm surprised how much water is in it for the little rain that we have gotten over the last 3 months. But this is a spring-fed river and pretty much runs at this level all year, no matter how dry it gets. It's groundwater. It's coming right out of the ground. And you can see this stuff on the tree where the level was way higher. Look at that. That's cool. Those things hanging there. That's got to be 3 or 4 feet above the water level now. But when we get a bunch of rain and the river rises, and then you get debris in it, and it catches on that stuff. That's interesting. There's probably 2 more loads of dirt there, so we'll go dump this one, come back and get them. All right, last one. We got 2 good ones over there, 2 more, and then 2 more. We ended up with 6 loads. They're not very big, so I don't know how far it's gonna go, but it should do what I need and give me a nice layer of good dirt on top of everything so we can grow some grass. I don't know if it's too late to plant grass. It's really nice today. Today would be a good day to do it. It would be growing, but I'm probably gonna do it anyway. Oh, the problem now hold on. The problem now is that our backhoe's down to Berkey and my loader tractor's down at the field, so I gotta level this stuff off somehow. Oh, I'm gonna pull it a little more. Okay, go up there and scrape that stuff down. maybe. So anyway, we got to get our tractor back here. They never brought my lime today. Told me it was coming today. It didn't. Walking back to get my tractor through some of these corn stalks here. I don't remember what day we shelled this corn, but it's been probably close to 3 weeks ago now, 2 to 3 weeks ago. The stalks have dried out a lot since then. I mean, they were dead and dry before, but they just feel much brittler now. You can break them apart pretty easily. Just walking through them, this stuff it's drier than it was. It'll look really good when we get the disc up here. Like this stuff is. We're going to run the Landall VT over it and disc it. We've got enough moisture in the soil, barely, but I think there's enough here that we can move it to pin the stalks down so we're not just chopping it up and letting it blow away, but get all this stuff mashed down into the ground so that it's in contact with the dirt and starts breaking down a little bit faster. Anyway, and there you can see we got our pile cleaned up good. So we're done back here. Bringing my tractor back. There's the truck. Look, there's my lime pile. It's 5:15. Do I try and do that tonight? It's gonna be dark in 45 minutes. Probably not. Well, it's there. The chicken litter is thick out here. All these chunks. It sort of blends in with the ground, but you can see it and smell it walking across here. Most of the chunks aren't that big as that one I just showed you. There's a few of those. There's one. But most of it is small, like really good spread, nice and even. It's everywhere. Looks good. I have talked about the chicken litter a little bit in the past, but essentially we use that to replace the commercial fertilizer, the MAP and the potash. Doesn't replace lime, although there is calcium in it. It doesn't replace the lime. It doesn't alter the pH, at least not much. But we're not going to spread any potash or MAP on these fields. Until next fall, we'll put some potash on here after it's corn. But we really like the chicken litter. It does a good job. It's a good organic form of fertilizer that adds a lot of organic matter to the soil. It's really good stuff. But it's pretty expensive. Like, we use a lot of it on basically any field that we can. But spreading that at 2 tons to the acre costs way more than the soil test called for rates of MAP and potash. So it is what it is. It's really good fertilizer though, and we've had darn good crops. So when you have really good crops, you can afford to put a little bit of money back into fertilizer to grow those really good crops. All right, well, tomorrow we're gonna try and get that lime spread. We might take the spreader to Berkey or not, I don't know. I got a meeting in Berkey in the morning. I'm not sure what time. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that lime spread in the morning. I'm gonna have to go and do that first and then come back and work on it. But I was gonna spend the afternoon doing seed stuff. I got some customers that direction and north that I would really like to go and see tomorrow. At least that was my plan, so we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching today. Have a great night. We will be at it again tomorrow, most likely. But then I'm taking the weekend off. Like, you guys aren't going to see me for 2 whole days. Sorry. I know it's been a while since that's been the case, but sorry. It is what it is. So anyway, thanks for watching this one. Have a great night. Hit that like and subscribe buttons. Questions and comments, leave them down below. We'll see you tomorrow.